Listen, word to you. We've been starving, bro. We've been starving. And Mons, you know me. At first, I was like, I don't know. But the more it builds up, when he's given the green light now, allow us to be gassed. Allow us to be gassed. What's your saying, Mons?
Like
I'm ready
to
be
present today. Usually I hold these fingers up. And you all know what that means. You all know what that means. But last year, I did that. And you guys know what that meant last year. But you know what it means this year. I know what you're saying. Cal, remember Caicedo. Cal, please don't jinx it. Cal, no. Zubi. I wanted this. I needed this. Zubi. Yeah.
I'll make that substitution. I just need to make the substitution. The substitution.
Carl, you know why I'm especially gassed for you? Because you wanted this player for a while.
It's honest. It's just sweet hate. Sweet.
Kaz was rattled.
Do you know what's funny?
Wait, what's they're saying? Joyce has dropped something again.
Guys, has Joyce dropped again? Joyce. Poor mate.
They're saying Joyce has dropped again.
Poor
Joyce
mate.
is dropping like Kendrick at the moment.
Poor mate. As a few of my people might say, you have to pass the Zubi to the left-hand side. You know what I'm saying? Certain attackers are going to get wrapped up in a Zubi. You know what I'm saying? It's a zoom, zoom, zoom. And everybody say, ayo, ayo. There's all of them. You know what I'm saying? There's so many. There's more. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? It's not Anfield anymore. It's Anfield. You know what I'm saying? Understand. Yeah? Understand. And yes, people are telling me, months. You know what I'm saying? Why are you getting excited? We streamed 7 hours ago? Man was telling me months. What? You remember what happened to Caicedo? Why are you getting excited? I was ready to be hurt again. I was ready to be hurt again. Caicedo walked so Zubimendi could run. Yeah? Caicedo plays in the conference so Zubimendi can run.
Anyways, that's not the end of it. I've got more. There's more.
Wait,
I'm not saying
because you hit one in that clip awfully early.
By the way, it could work in both favors. It could be very confident and you knew it was going to happen, or we could run it as receipts because there is more. Yeah. Anyways, it means more. I forgot to get that's also in the clip. But anyways, smash the like, smash the subscription, and also big up the panel on your way. We're joined by Deo. We're joined by Mr. Joey as well. Hooks is here. You know, with his hat. I don't know why when he's had the trim. You know, that's in the corner.
No.
And then obviously Monts. I'm just gonna say we're gonna save it because we have to, just in case. If I have to halve it, I will halve it. But on that notice, smash the like button. This saga is beautiful, right? Well, you lot, I know what I'm just saying, innit? There's been opinions of journalists. There's people in Germany that have got probably no notion about shit like Pletigo, but all of a sudden we're rating him. And also, we got Fabrizio Romano doing what he does best anyways. You know what it is. But let's see where it goes. From what's been said, I'm just saying Merino might have a big part to play in this. We'll see how it pans out very, very soon, I'm sure. But anyway, how's everyone?
Fantastic, brother. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I meant to go live earlier, but I can't lie, man. Never again am I going jogging and trying to do a live afterwards. Ever. 20 minutes, not even 15, bro. I was done. Finished. So, yeah, man. What are you saying, Hooks, man? You must be like, I thought, you know what? Why should I bring on one Arsenal fan? I should bring on another one. Let me ask Hooks, because there's a special place in Hooks' heart for NKETIAH.
Yeah, man, special. There are. He's soon gone, man. Soon gone. Yo, the moment this guy leaves my club, yeah, I'm gonna be popping bottles of champagne. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. And the reason why I'm wearing the hat, yeah, is because obviously I thought the hairline wasn't that bad, innit? You know, I thought the hairline was he's obviously man, an old man, innit? But then I was looking in the chat, I remember telling me looking like Mbappe running down the wings, and I was like, okay.
God damn.
Yeah, man. I was like, okay, maybe that have to stay on until maybe one day we visit Turkey, innit? So yeah, but other than that, man's blessed, man's good. Merino soon coming, you know. I think we might get the here we go tomorrow months, you know. So you better hope that
on my life, the way you've been telling me about Merino, you've been saying this for the last 3 weeks, blood.
Yeah, man, you better.
Arsenal takes the time. You know how we are. You know how Arsenal are in the market now.
Average time it takes 3 weeks. Haven't we seen it with Calafiori? We've seen it with Marino.
Yeah. So it gets confirmed, and then 3 weeks is how long it takes to get signing over the line. Give me a break. They're going into match day 1 with the same 11 as last year, man. Give me a break.
Yeah, but that 11 is ready to start. So regardless, it's not like it's an 11 that is dead. It's not like it's not a dead 11.
That's not what I said.
No, that's what I'm saying. Which is why I said
the aim is to catch Man City.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no real super rush for us because the players we're getting have to be the right guys. They have to be. We can't make the mistake. We're not rebuilding like the entire squad. We're finding the right pieces to actually finish up the squad. Hopefully, again.
By the way, I will tell you. I'm sorry, Hooks. I'm sorry to tell you, Hooks and Deo. I can confirm you lot 100% not getting a striker. So Glockerez not happening. Osman, guess again. Yeah,
wait, why can you 100%?
Yeah,
I'm just saying I'm joking.
But we can get a wide forward. It doesn't have to be a striker. Like
there you go.
Hooks.
That's the bottom line.
By the way, Months, we done a stream, I believe, a few days ago or last week was it? And you know that one, didn't it? You know that one.
I know. I know which one you're talking about.
That one. I can just say
where he gave us dates. Where he gave us dates.
Ready for it though.
He gave us dates.
Thugs is ready for it though.
No, wait, what are you saying though? How do you 100% know?
Trust me. Monts knows a few people. I know a couple, man, as well. Yeah, when you just dive like there's some good, like especially Monts and that thing. I can't say too much. I don't want to bait it, but he knows as well. But if he wanted to get it, but what I know is that you're not getting it. But
backstage team.
No, yeah. Anyways, though, big up, smash the likes. 450 people in here in the house at 11 o'clock. This will be Thursday's last 11 o'clock stream going forward into the season. Potentially, there might be more just in case if Man United lose or Tottenham lose and the Europa League will be going live, an extra one. There'll be extra lives. But yeah, man. If the question is all right, let me say something. It's not about don't think of strikers, just think of wide forwards, innit? That's what I'm gonna say. Wide forwards.
Forwards, okay.
Yeah. Other than that, but it's not confirmed. But anyways, again, smash likes. Joey, man, I know we're not really got this in the title at the moment, and we're gonna obviously move on to the main stage of the main name popping about in Zubi, but I haven't asked you yet. Yeah, how do you feel about Omar? I was about to call him Omicron. Omar.
You actually did ask me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, and on the live the other day when you were watching.
Yeah, I did. Tell me again.
Well, I'm pissed. I am pissed. You have no idea. I don't want to go too far into like how angry I am with everything that's been going on with my club, and the sporting directors and what they're deciding to do with this club. And I'm just livid. I am absolutely livid. And it's nothing against the player itself. Like he might be a good player. I haven't watched enough of him for me to be able to say anything. But bro, we needed some experience on this team. Like if you're gonna get replaced players on the first team, you needed some experience. And this guy, bro, he scored 9 goals last year, bro, in Spain. Like, what am I supposed to say about him? He did play for like a really bad team in Spain, but like he only scored 9 goals. Like, what am I supposed to say about him?
8 goals.
Thanks, Mons. I'm already pissed. You don't gotta piss me off some more.
Yes, you do.
I'm just don't shoot the messenger. I'm just
I got a whole my whole chat over the last 3 days has been trying to calm me down over this, but I'm not. I've been pissed for almost 4 days about this shit now. Like, I see some reports saying that now that this is supposed to be the second or third striker, and we're supposed to get more. More for what? Can you sell some players first? Like, can you get rid of some of the guys that we got first? Like, that's all I got to say. We keep on going and buying players that are unnecessary and not addressing the first team. And it's very upsetting when I go and I see another fucking goalkeeper went and bought today. And I'm waiting for a new winger and a striker that actually can do something for our first team. Like, I'm sitting here waiting. I've been waiting all year. You think
Why
that's
do you
gonna
have
trigger me, my dude?
Why do you have 9 goals?
That's gonna trigger me. Like I give a shit. He's replacing Broya. We sell him Broya. It's about the same price. Like, in the end, that's what it is. So, like, to me, what am I supposed? I'm supposed to be fucking mad about what? About these sporting directors doing the same stupid bullshit they did last year? Excuse my French. I ain't gonna get mad about that shit. I'm done getting mad. But I am pissed.
What about you lot in the comments? Are you lot in the comments pissed? Are you lot in the comments pissed? Let me know. I'm just gonna you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna ask one. I need to ask one more question because I don't know if Mons asked it earlier. I was duty calls. But yeah, let me read out these quickly. Honesty says West Ham director Tim whatever travels to Nice as West Ham are hijacking Todibo deal. Juventus, what's up with Premier League clubs hijacking the Italian league? Well, for deals that they want. Juventus in talks for weeks, but no green light from Nice. West Ham will pay 40 million for Todibo. West Ham might go down of having the best transfer window out of all the Premier League clubs, you know. Yep. Their signings have been crazy good.
But they rebuilt their back line pretty much. They got backup for Alvarez, so it's not just Alvarez every single time. They got a backup strike. They got a striker that can compete with Mikel Antonio.
Yeah.
They got a winger they got multiple winger options. Like, it really was they probably have had the best window out of everybody.
Yeah, probably. This is the one from Honesty again. He says exclusive interview. Mikel, just call him Mike Rec, who covers Real Sociedad, exclusive told us that he believes Martin Zubimendi will join Liverpool. My opinion, he is going to leave. And then there's a full interview as well. So his opinion.
Yeah, man. Right. This is what you man are clutching at straws for, getting gassed over. Man, them's opinions. I hear it.
Michael Johnson, let me just quickly run these. Athletic, Chelsea still in for Osman and Williams. Yes, yeah. Don't think you're getting Williams. Watch out for Rodrigo to Man City this month. I thought that already got squashed time ago, though. Like that. Like, why would they want? Well, then if that's the winger to replace Alvarez, like, or the forward, then that's not allowed.
Who did they say?
Rodrigo.
No way.
Didn't they just get 90 million for Alvarez in total?
Yeah, but that's not like with Madrid to sell right now. I don't think
If they threw 110 million at Madrid, you think Madrid wouldn't sell when they already have Mbappe right now and they still have a?
No, I think they would.
They would.
I don't think
they would.
They would sell Bob too.
They would. 110 million right now when they have Mbappe already.
They would sell Bob on top of it. They would do it. I mean, you're right. I can't say nothing. They got the money to do whatever they want right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, they just got literally 19 million, right? And then they can just add an extra 20 on it. I mean, like,
the striker market is so bad. That's what a decent striker. That's what like a solid top end striker is going to go for.
Well, that's what the market is. The market right now, everything is expensive. Like when this dude that looks like that looks like Bumblebee from Transformer is 40 million. I don't understand. Onions or whatever his name is.
I mean, bro, that's the going rate for strikers at that
that's
age.
Crazy.
At that age, I mean, we're selling Broya bro. We're selling Broya, who's been absolutely garbage in the Premier League for like 2 straight years. Has scored 8 goals for Southampton, and we're still selling him for around 30 million. That's the going rate.
That's what I'm saying. I totally hear you. I'm just like, it's just crazy to see that that's the going rate. And so when people
I agree with you.
When people are complaining, they're like, oh yeah, the players are expensive. I'm like, the market is dictating the value of the player at this point. Some of these players actually know they are not worth that. Like if you ask the players, they're like, I didn't even know that I was that value. Like, but
I mean, they don't get to make the number.
Yeah. But to say something, to speak to what you said about Eddie Nketiah earlier, I hear a lot of, including, you know, Hooks and I want the best for us. I want the best for us, and I know Hooks wants the best for us now. And I hear Arsenal fans say, "Well, get Nketiah out of my club." I want Nketiah out of the club, but it's on the club. Nketiah has agreed terms with Marseille since. Nketiah agreed terms. The player has agreed terms with Marseille, which means the player himself wants to leave. So if the club is not doing what they need to get the player out, I can't keep hammering the player over the head. Like this player has gone out. This player has gone out and accepted terms with Marseille. He's agreed on the salary. He's agreed on everything that they want to give him for the project. He says, "I'm happy to come there." It's on the club now for the club to just go do the deal and get him out the door. If the club doesn't agree to do the deal and get him out the door, how can I still keep beating this player over the head when it's not like he's holding us to ransom. He's not. He's not saying, "Oh, I'm not going to leave." He's accepted terms of a 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's like a totally different. I was gonna give you the Conor Gallagher comparison. It's like a totally opposite comparison
of Conor Gallagher. Gallagher turned down 2 contracts, like trying to hold the club around so he can go on free next year and at least not make any money for the club. So that's a different ball game. This guy has agreed terms fully with Marseille.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So at this point, what is Edu doing?
There has to be some type of like with you guys. Like, I know that you think that you can probably get more for him, but there's a certain point when you have to just say surplus to requirements. Like,
yeah, that's the way I look at it. That's exactly what I said. If you're going to act like a big club, act like a big club. If you need to get rid of players on the books for next to nothing because you want to bring in better players, as long as you're under the PSR and FFP rules and you're not overspending, you're not going to have points deducted. Just do what you need to do to get the right players in and get them out. I'm not interested in all these sentiments. Yes, he's going to be full profit because he's an academy player. Great stuff. Get full profit of 15 million or 20 million and put that in the bank. And then go ahead and spend the 80 million extra you made in the quarterfinals of Champions League. Slap that on it and go get you another striker. Like, what are we talking? Like, what are we doing?
We got into that topic there. We're diving into that, this NKETIAH topic. But let me before we do that, man, let me just keep running these. Guys, thought on Enzo as the vice captain for Chelsea.
No.
Too late, bro.
They shouldn't do that.
Too late.
It's a joke man thing. You see your club, joke man thing. How you make the look?
Did they make him vice captain?
They made
They're probably going to, yes.
But this guy was openly racist to what the majority of your club is. By the way, absolutely killed it. Chelsea in the mud, bun your club. I wish nothing but hate.
You know, during that whole period of the Enzo thing, I didn't get on any streams to say anything because I had really strong opinions about it. And I didn't want to get on anybody's show and say certain things that would cause them to, cause your channel any issues. But what I wanted to say that really just bugged my mind is the club not thinking, because if you know the lyrics to that song is 2 years old. That song started in the Olympics. I'm sorry, in the World Cup. They made up that song at the World Cup. So in 2 years, you've learned the lyrics of a racist song. In 2 years, it means you've actively been singing it, because you don't learn the lyrics to a song by hearing it one time or by hearing it twice or 3 times or 4 times or 5 times. You know the lyrics of a song because you have heard it multiple, sang it multiple times, which means in 2 years, you sang it so well enough that you know the lyrics and you can chant it on a live. This does not tell me that it was a one-off or was a mistake. This tells me that this is habit. And then you go on and make him vice captain. Bravo.
Yeah, man.
Bravo.
Stinky one. Questions. Which are the NPCs Chelsea are signing? Who are these NPCs Chelsea are signing? Have you guys seen how many players they've got on their list? It's like something like 50.
47.
I'm not going to lie. With all the young bucks that they signed for like 20 million euros, they could have got Osman by now.
Don't even start, bro. Don't even start with me, Cass. That's exactly what I've been screaming for like the last 3 days. Hey, and this is the whole the whole like young signing thing, like I just don't understand where it ends, right? Like that's my thing. And by the way, you guys that keep on saying we have all these fucking players, most of the players that you saw on that list are under 21 and are already loaned out. So you guys just calm down. We're down to like 39 right now. Okay, like just calm down. Like they'll be down to 23, 25 to 25 in the next 2 weeks. Like I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is if we do get first team signings and we're instead of getting another goalkeeper, like another young player for the academy, or like get first team signings. Why is that so difficult? Like I don't understand why that's such a difficult concept. Like get guys who can affect the first team right now. That's all I'm asking for. Like
I think Chelsea, like you realize like the way, I mean, just looking from the outside, if you're signing a bunch of young players, you have 39, 40, whatever the number is, not like who knows at this point, but whatever the number is, you have all these young players, you have a new coach, he's a young coach as well, you want him to grow with the team, 5-year contract with the coach. I think they've gone down the path of doing a project, and Chelsea fans need to just come to terms with that they're not going to buy.
We've already known.
No. What I mean like they've gone down the path of restarting an entirely. Yes, you started a project, but now you've been that whole idea and just said we're going to do this now again with Maresca. I'm saying like you've done a whole restart.
No, it's not a whole new project since last year. It's the same project since last year.
I'm saying with Maresca and the players that you're bringing in now, it seems like you stepped back and said, let's start again afresh. Now, if you were bringing in players who are established to come and affect the young players you have already, if you're bringing in established players, then I would say your project, I'd say like, you've gone from the project last year to now.
That's just not true, bro. Because like a lot of the players that we've gotten, right, are players that are just not going to be in the first team whatsoever this year, right? So
I'm saying your first team right now, and some of the players.
That's the thing. Is like that's the point that I'm trying to make. Is like there's a lot of these players are not going to be in the first team. Like there were like 1 or 2 signings at this current moment, probably 2 signings total. I'll give it 3 signings total that were guided towards what Maresca were looking for. Everybody else was pretty much already a decent fit. Like,
well, I'm just saying, like the amount of money you're spending buying all, like for example, the money you spend buying the goalkeeper Jorgensen and then all the other guys. Like if you had taken this Onions money or whatever, I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry.
They might call him Onions.
I can't pronounce his name, Onions or something. I don't know. I've been trying. But if you're taking the 40 million for this guy and you're taking the 20 or 15, 20 million you spent on Jorgensen, I think for Jorgensen 15, and you should have gone for Costa.
20.
Yeah, you should just go and get a better goalkeeper one time. Boom. That takes your project to the next level. Like now you have a goalie who's
I don't disagree with you, bro.
I'm just saying, like,
disagree with you whatsoever. I don't disagree with you, but like also like I don't understand like how the I don't understand truly how the money is working. Like because at a certain point, like how does the young players that we keep on bringing in, like how does that compare to like the money that we're spending? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like none of it makes sense. Like where do you fit in first team players? Like with like even what we've made, and by the way, we made probably we've made over 150 to 170 million in sales this summer on the FFP books when you're talking about like profits and pure profits and all that other good jazz. So yeah, like the capability of spending is there, right? But where are you fitting in first teamers in that? That's my issue. Like where are you getting that for those first teamers? And are you going to? Because at this point, the only first teamers you brought in was Jorgensen, Towson, and Towson was free, and then KDH. So it's just really KDH and Jorgensen that are first teamers, like true first teamers. I'm not even considering this kid for a first teamer right now because I believe Jackson's gonna be ahead of him. Like,
but look, I'm not gonna lie. Right as it stands, your window looks shit.
Dead.
It looks mad shit.
You don't gotta
Honesty,
tell me. That's what I've been
Honestly,
saying.
says Joe Gomez and Gertrude are options for Aston Villa if Diego Carlos leaves. So Gomez to Villa could be, I think, might be a good move for him as well. To be fair, especially if Liverpool, because since they're broke. But yeah, moving on. Hey, Zubimendi, man, like, and obviously there's conflicting reports lately, innit? I mean, it looked like he was all said and done. Then Monts already had a stream earlier saying it might not happen, you know. And now he's getting giddy over Pletigo reports. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mr. 50-50 himself. But with Zubimendi, though, like, I know this is getting dragged out, but I feel like there's a decision must come very soon because I know they got other targets and whatnot, if they need to move on or not. But do you lot reckon he stays or leaves?
Are you asking me? Or
Anyone. Don't mind. If you want to start with, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Tell us, bro. Bring out the crystal ball, man. Enlighten us.
Wait, first of all, Mr. We're gonna get Gokares. Give it a rest. Secondly, I'm just, as I said, I still think we're getting Zubimendi. I'm gonna double down. I've been doubling down all day. I feel like for me, I smell fear in the ops. That's why the sound is so loud, just from a little bit of uncertainty. And again, it's just about persuading the player to just kind of make that move, even though Real Sociedad, it's not in their favor to sell in it. So it makes sense where the complications are coming from, and it's as simple as that. And I just think it's a bit cheeky the way everyone else is kind of like going on like their window's been half decent. As I said, most men are going into this, like, Man United have taken a step backwards. Arsenal are exactly in the same position, in my opinion, if not only slightly better, barely. If Timber, the player they says they are, then Calafiori, again, it's redundant because he might not be a starter. We're talking about Chelsea here, who just signed nobodies for fun, just Blafrican or nothing. It doesn't make sense over there. And then City only have Savio, where again, good player, but they've lost Alvarez. So have they taken a step forward? Not too sure. So I'm not really fussed. I'm blessed though. I think this is a signing that will probably boost our window up tenfold if you make it happen, and we should do. As simple as that.
The Arsenal thing there was very cheeky, and it was
Not
also,
cheeky, it's true.
It was also very incorrect. It was very incorrect because Timber will have no impact on where Calafiori plays, because Timber was only put at left back because of other injuries that we had at left back, and that's why he went there. But if we have no injuries at left back, then he's definitely looking at that right hand side of the pitch. So hold that.
It's not cheeky, it's true.
Hold it.
No, but Timber was only put in the left side because we had injuries there. He's not a left back.
Hold it.
He's not a left back, right?
He's not. He was, to be fair, he was brought in as Saliba's backup. To be fair,
I'm hearing he's here for different reasons for everyone.
No, because I'm saying he was brought in as that, but because he can play across the back line, just like Tomiyasu could play across the back line. That's the kind of player that Arteta likes, players that can do multiple roles. So it was a case of, now that we have injuries in left back, Timber can play there, and we didn't even get to see him. So that's more or less like a new signing as well, because he played one game. And he played one game and was out of the whole season. And
yeah, they are both injured. Probably got injured trying to play multiple roles all the time, because they ain't no specialists.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, well, we played our own way.
Is Timber injured? Is Timber?
No, he's got a minor foot problem.
You said plantar fasciitis.
But they said he'll be available for the game against.
Heard
the game against what's it called? Is it we're playing Lyon? No, Lyon. Yeah, Lyon. The Lyon game that we're playing, he'll be available for that one. So they already announced. Yeah. Arteta actually said it. Arteta said he'll be available for Lyon.
What about Calafiori?
Calafiori as well will be available as well, but we don't know if he's going to play. If they're going to play them, because it is what it is. But they won't be listed as available.
But swinging it back to Liverpool, does anyone have a difference of opinion to Monts? Does anyone believe that Zubimendi isn't going to Liverpool and that he's going to end up staying at Sociedad, especially if they let go another first teamer? They ain't replaced Lenormand yet, and if Merino looks at the next one to go, then that might complicate things, and obviously that would be them begging the academy, prodigy that came through and obviously balled out.
It all depends, right, on Zubimendi himself, innit? Because obviously, there's no smoke without fire in it. Do you know what I mean? So obviously Zubimendi is interested in going to Liverpool, but does he value, I guess, Sociedad's situation more than his ability to go to Liverpool and play football? That's really what it comes down to. Because if Sociedad lose Merino tomorrow as well, and then the Sociedad, they're like, Zubimendi, like Martin, allow it, bro. we're losing too many guys. Like, can you just hold off one more season? If he's Mr. Nice Guy and, you know, basket heart and all of that stuff, then he might just decide, you know what, maybe I'll wait it out another season. If Liverpool want me now, Liverpool will want me next season, or Liverpool will want me in January. So I think it all really depends on the type of person that Zubimendi is. But if Liverpool are willing to pay that cash money up front, I don't see no reason why he don't go to Liverpool personally.
Yeah, I mean, if Liverpool, they just have to pay the release clause. That's the bottom line. If they pay the release clause, if the player wants to come, he'll come. But from everything I've always heard about him, he's in love with Spain. He wants to stay in Spain. He loves
the
that
mountain.
region.
The mountain. He likes the mountain. He loves the mountains.
He loves those regions very well. I don't know which mountain they have in Liverpool. I don't know what he's planning to come and do there. So, you know, if he comes, he might be missing his mountain and just be like homesick and not even play well. So, you know, mountain sick.
I'm just saying the report. I mean, that, are you guys willing to pay the release clause? Like, is that something that you guys are willing to do? Like, I didn't see that part of it. If that was like the one piece that I was actually missing on it.
It's more of a Liverpool don't want to pay the release clause. I feel like that's a last chance saloon because the release clause has to be paid in one bulk, Saudi style, not like how.
I know. Full bulk, one payment.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not even on Sociedad for wanting that because it's late in the window and they most likely want. Do you know what I'm saying? They probably want
equivalent replacement.
Yeah, they want to go and replace someone straight away. It's August the 8th. The Liga starts in 2 weeks. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think the PR and everything is probably to try and play Liverpool out of their position to try and activate the buyout clause rather than negotiate a fee, which is where I think the complications are coming from.
Yeah, I think that's why I asked the exact question right there, because that's where I think the real like hold up of the whole thing is. I don't think it's really Zubimendi like holding off. I think it's Sociedad like holding firm more or less on what they want. Like in the end, like you said, Mons, it's like can you blame them for wanting all that money up front so they can actually like re-up? Because they're in Europe too. It's not like they're not in Europe.
And it's a thing where they want Arsenal to pay that extra part of the payout for Merino. So there's that to pay for. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
They already replaced him, Merino too.
They got a player. They bought a replacement. They bought a player. I heard
they bought Sucic from the Croatian midfielder. He was playing for Salzburg. So they already replaced Merino.
I think the mountains thing is just PR, man. I think it's just funny PR.
No, but this is not the first time once. Actually, when I think was it last season, there was January period when Arsenal was in for him. He says this were reports that were everywhere that he said he didn't want to leave. He rejected Arsenal. He says he likes it in Spain. Even London was not even good enough for him.
I don't think there's been reports from Zubimendi to Arsenal in April, bro.
I know, but I'm still saying saying that
I don't think it's
the things that were reported was that he wants to stay in Spain because he likes Spain. So I'm saying that if he's going to move out of Spain now, if he's changed his mind, the only way you guys I think you get him is, you know, they're going to hold up for that release clause. They're not going to want to negotiate.
That's where I
think if he's changed his mind, that's what they're going to do. You know, they're going to literally be like, all right, since he wants to leave now, he's changed his mind. We're just going to wait on our release clause. Let's get our bulk money so that even if we can't replace him immediately before the window closes, we have this cash for January. Mm-hmm. Like in January, we can just literally target whoever we want and just go get the person, you know.
And the other thing, people in the chat are like bringing up other names, but all these other names are 8s where Zubimendi placed the 6 for them. Like, and you got to like kind of understand how important and like difficult it is to find like another player of that caliber, especially when it comes from your academy too. It's like, it's a little bit different how you want to get rid of them if you even want to get rid of them too. Like Merino didn't really have the ties to Sociedad like Zubimendi does, and now you have that release clause that they're going to want full money for. That's where I see that deal kind of being held up and them going to a different option. I do think they get a midfielder though, like regardless. Like this just shows that they're going to get someone before the end of the window, at least for that role.
Yeah, that's just my honestly, idea. Bayern Munich have decided to sell Davies. Bayern want 50 million, but we'll set 30. Is that in euros? A question once: would you sell Robbo or Costas for Davies? Oh, Yeah, I'm happy. We need. I mean, wait,
Robbo can go. Davis can come.
You're gonna deal with Bayern again. So how much? You're just gonna take half their back line? Cass?
Yeah. My line, bro. Luke Shaw never fit. You know, Mazarawi's actually a good player.
Bayern's back line. You buy Bayern's back line and you stick with Sancho in there.
Bayern's back line was never really the issue. Their midfield was cheeks, bro. Anyone can see that.
That's true.
That's why Kimmich went right back and Goretzka's finito and Lima. You know, that was probably the only decent thing going in their midfield. Zubimendi says yes, and Sociedad says no. We just paid a buyout clause, and then they can't do nothing about it. And I would give them Carvalho. Why? There's not the.
Well, man said, "Here, have that. Here, hold that.
That last part
have that.
Like, that last part, like I'm just giving
Yeah. Have that,
man. Sociedad made a PowerPoint presentation from the state that reeks of desperation from Sociedad, and journals said LFC will pay the buyout clause. Yeah, I think if I'm correct, right? I believe many reports said that the money is not the issue. It's Zubimendi's the issue, whether he wants to go or leave, stay or leave. But I'm not gonna lie, I reckon he stays. I think he'll be tempted, but I reckon if they do that thing like, look, give us another year, give me a little bit more money, put the buyout clause a lot lower, and then next year you're free to do whatever you want to do at obviously the age that he's at. What is he, 25, going on 26, something like that?
Yeah.
I reckon that will be the end case. And when I come on here, when I come on here, yeah, when that happens and say Zubimendi rejects Liverpool, I will be there.
Cass, remember
I
how
will
yesterday
be there. I will be there. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Jackson 5 seconds. What are you saying, Hawks?
I'll be there.
Yeah.
When Zubimendi rejects Liverpool, we'll be there.
Yeah. That'll pass out them vocals.
Yeah. Come on.
But you know what? I will also be there if Arsenal sign Merino before Zubimendi lands. I will also be there. So don't worry.
Wait. Hold on. Hawks, what you're saying is Arsenal deal with Merino fucks up the whole thing. Is that what you're saying? Oh my God.
So sweet.
Arsenal Merino deal forces Zubimendi to reject Liverpool. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
I don't even need another headline separated. It's just that. We say once you're gonna be there.
Yeah, will you be there?
Oh, we will be there.
We will be there.
Wouldn't you believe? Wouldn't you believe?
Hey, this is great. You know what? Is someone's got to be the villain. Someone's got to do it. You know, someone's got to put their chest out in it. Not Hawks because it's hairy in it, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man. Look, other than Zubi, no Arsenal. We might as well talk about Merino. Is this Merino deal gonna fuck up the Zubimendi deal? Let's talk about it.
I don't think so. To be honest, like personally, I don't think it's going to mess it up. This is business. Like if I were the owner of Real Sociedad and you come to me, you want to pay what I want for Merino and you're going to pay me what I want for Zubimendi at the buyout clause and I'm getting full cash. It's business. The both of them can leave. I can replace them immediately. I have the money now. You know, I'll go and I get 2 players immediately. I'll do exactly what you did to me, which is you got some of my best players. I'll go get some of the best players I can get as well and put them back in the club and we move on. I make a profit. The club is doing well at the end of the season financially. I'm solid next season as long as I'm also in Europe and I win some stuff. Then I'll be able to attract bigger players. It's business. I don't think. Yeah, I think we read too much into it sentimentally. We're like, oh, if this guy leaves, then they won't want to sell this guy. That's if you're not getting the money. If you're amortizing it and you're getting maybe part of the money and they're paying you every year. But things like release clauses where you're getting full chunk cash, take the deal, man.
Do you think he like starts? Like, obviously, it seems like you guys are getting him. Do you think he like walks into your midfield, starts like no questions about it kind of idea, or like what's the idea behind him?
I think maybe the language barrier might mean he doesn't start right away, but quality-wise, I think he walks immediately into.
Anyone knows in football's a universal language. You don't need to know. Yeah. All you need to know in English, mainly because it's English. I'm going to guess if it's in England, is pass. Cross.
I mean, he played for Newcastle, my guy.
No, Zubimendi.
Oh no, I was talking about Merino.
Merino.
Oh, yeah, Merino. I think Merino starts.
I know Zubimendi will fit them. Yeah. I know that.
Merino probably starts in the 8 if he comes to Arsenal in certain games. Of course, if we're looking, because his defensive record is also very good. He's very, very good defensively. And deals. So if we're playing teams that are really like Liverpool and the Man Cities that are very attacking, so where we need to defend as well a lot, we can play him, Rice, and then our back four. And in certain other games, we'll probably just switch it around. I think what Arteta is trying to do, from what I've noticed over the years, is he gets players that plays multiple roles, and he wants different profile players for the same position, in the sense that against a different team, we play a different type of profile. So like on the left, Leandro Trossard and Martinelli. Martinelli is head down, run at you, drive at you with the ball. Trossard is more technical on the ball, slower on the ball, but they both play left wing. If we move Gabby Jesus to the right with Saka, they both play two different styles when it comes to playing on the right over there. If we get a striker down the middle with Havertz, we're going to have a different profile striker if we do. In the 8th, we now have Rice and Merino, who are two different types of, we have Jorginho and Partey for the 6th, and we also have Rice, who can also play 6th. We have Odegaard and Vieira. That's the weakest.
So you're going to count on Partey and Rice? I mean, Partey.
But I'm saying we have Partey, Rice, Jorginho, who can play the 6th. Remember, players can play multiple positions. So in that role, we have 3 people that can play the 6th. 8 and 6. So my thing is, at the end of the day, I think that Merino will get a fair chance at getting a lot of minutes.
Yeah, I think I think Merino, but again, he's just not ceiling raiser, isn't it? Like,
that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And obviously, they're quoting him what, 20 million. That's you can't really go. We can't. I mean, it's a good deal for a 28-year-old, isn't it? I don't know why in the world a 28-year-old is even considered old. You can get, for a central midfielder, you got a good 4 or 5 years in your tank, especially if you're a box-to-box.
Now, Cass, everybody is about what is the resale value. That's what the market is like. In essence, that's what it is, because like that's what you get for potential, right? You spend just to get someone with really high potential. You'll spend a little bit more, because in the end, that resale value and value of that player is going to be so high.
And players are starting way younger and younger now these days. You're getting 16, 17-year-olds showing a lot more maturity in the way they play, the way they handle like the big games, and when they even are given the chance to play in like look at the Euros, for example. Like a lot of the star players were between 17 and 21. This current Euro, like if you look at even Zubimendi, I know Zubimendi and Merino. I'm looking at Ethan Nwaneri, who's a 17-year-old at Arsenal. I'm looking at how he played in preseason and going, man, I'm tempted to say we don't need Merino, but we do. Like, when you start having those kind of issues, it's a bad issue. It's a good bad issue to have, basically. So because players are starting young. I'll give you an example. Chido Martinobi, you guys, Manchester United swooped in, got him from Arsenal Academy, and you're paying him 30 grand a week. We offered him 15. They said you guys doubled it, and you paid. So at that age, he's earning 30 grand a week. Do the maths for that age. When he goes fully pro, he's probably going to go pro by the time he's 17. He's 16 right now, if I'm not mistaken. 17, 18, he goes pro. He's going to be earning that close to 75 to 100 a week by then. And at that contract, by the time he's 21, people start looking at it as, that's why 28 is looked at as old now, because they start really young, and you'd be like, oh, he's been playing for us 5 years and he's still 23. Deep this, Lamine Yamal in 2034 will be 27 years old. The World Cup.
Yeah. By the way, guys, look, there's over 750 of you in here. Please smash the like button if you haven't done so yet. The like button is very important. Of course, we're on 214 likes. I don't know if the ratio is hitting like that. It's 11 for us anyways. If you're in the UK, it's like nearly 12 o'clock at night. So if you ain't done so yet, it'd be a pleasure if you could do so as well. But yeah, man. And then obviously we're talking about earlier about NKETIAH getting sold. That must mean one thing, innit? Arsenal must be looking at someone in the forward line to replace that. No?
Most definitely. We have to. We have to replace him. You can't sell a forward and then just sit down there and go into season without another forward. We need backup. Simply because, one, as sharp as Gabby Jesus looks, when you have knee injuries, there's always the chance that it could relapse. So I worry about that. That Gabby Jesus might have that injury, and then we have to now start relying only on Kai Havertz up front. So we definitely need somebody else up front. I think we move Gabby. I think if I were the one, let me put it this way: if I had to make the choice, I move Gabby Jesus to the right with Bukayo Saka. Both of them are good to be on that right hand side whenever I play them, and I'll get somebody else to play up front. and that person would be somebody who I feel has to be much better than Kai Havertz. That's how I look. I'd rather have Kai Havertz coming off the bench. Like that's how I would try to set up the team if I could do it my way. So for me, it would have been a Gyökeres if we're going to go for him. But there's too much stories out there with the prices fluctuating every day. It's like today they said, oh, they reduced 65. Tomorrow it's back to 80. Oh no, I'm just like, what is the real story? Until I see the player in Arsenal
Dealing
jersey.
with Portuguese teams is a pain in the ass, my dude.
Yeah. Until I see these players in Arsenal jerseys, I'm not really stressed anymore. I've stopped chasing, like even Fabrizio, when he comes up and says, oh yeah, they've agreed business. Yeah, Fabrizio, I hear you. When even the here we go, I'm not seeing diddly squat until I see you sitting behind that red wall, signing that paper on the Arsenal website and holding up the jersey. Then I'm like, yeah, good, we've got you in. So yeah,
man, you're in prime position. Last thing is, even though I'm obviously like trying to just not force it, but in hope that Liverpool fuck up. Apparently there was a deadline for Jonathan Tah, which kind of apparently it doesn't really matter what happens, doesn't affect the Ligt stuff, but it's kind of telling me that this Ligt deal is now got also a deadline. I think Bayer Leverkusen's deadline for them has given us a deadline, and this deal could potentially go off. Yeah, it's not looking right now for Man United in a defensive apartment where you probably think, yeah, you need your midfielders like Sander Berg and Mazraoui to come in, which looks like the more imminent ones, but this Ligt one, I think you need that more than ever. Apparently Lindelof and Maguire, we don't know what's happening with them, whether they're injured or just out. I'm just saying in a Community Shield, we might be looking at Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez as the pairing. Doesn't really spark growth for Man United.
I heard you guys have like 5 injuries already in your defense.
No, so Luke Shaw's just not match fit.
Okay,
so that's one thing. He's not injured.
Just match fit.
Melasse is injured. Apparently, Lindelof Maguire is somewhat injured.
Malasa needs to see a herbalist. They need to go wash his head.
One of our other youngsters, Yoro's injured. The other youngster, who I don't really rate, called Will Fish, he's also injured for the next like 6 weeks or something like that, or 3 weeks. So
you guys need to take Malacia to like the River Nile and wash his head 7 times. Let him dip himself in the water 7 times and say some prayers or whatever it is to remove all the ill luck. If he's not injured, he's having car accidents. If he's not having car accidents, he's stumbling and is he a real football player? Like, did you guys really like, or he's your mascot? Because at this rate, he might as well just become the mascot. Like, reduce his salary and make him the guy has not kicked. It's so weird. It is so weird. It's just one thing to the other.
Yeah. Man. I don't know if I don't even know, man. If you're ever watching this, like, if you're real, like, just put a spoon on your nose and tag my Instagram account just to make sure you're real in it. Spoon on your nose. But yeah, do you not think Man United is going to be fine by the time the season starts, or do you reckon this is going to be going right in? Do you not think that though?
I don't know.
Where do you not see this with Man United going into the first game of the season, which is only next Friday, by the way?
The fact that you men are faffing about with this, like the Ligt and Mazraoui thing, like when it's like what 50 million, like I don't know, man. It just seems like you're faffing. But I guess your problem is there's a lot of dead wood that you want to get out the club, and if there is the risk of if you bring people in and can't get people out, then you're paying wages. Your wages are getting paid in it. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, because you got the Community Shield. I think that may delay a bit of the transfer activity, because obviously you're preparing for that. I don't know. You usually find that teams don't really do transfer business when they're playing football matches, so that takes away a day or two from it.
Yeah,
you usually
because the players you bring in at that time are not going to play anyways. They're going to be doing medicals and all.
Yeah,
that
I wouldn't really look at the Community Shield as the day that you guys should be looking at as getting players in. It should be that Fulham game, like. That's just the truth. At this current moment, the way I see those transfers going, like unless you decide to go like left and go to a different place and grab some other players from a different place, and like you're gonna probably be looking at that De Ligt signing after the Community Shield, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Manchester United will still do some more business, because the way you guys started at the beginning of the transfer window, I think you settled a few incomings and you're just like, all right, we've got this guy, we have a few things we're sorting out. You sorted out your coaching staff crew as well, you know, for Ten Hag. You brought in assistants, you did all of these different things. I think you're still going to go in there and get a couple more. Like the way you moved the Euro deal, that was, you know, I was like, well, yeah. So I mean, and even the way you moved the
so
Cheeto,
unfortunate for
yeah,
that kid.
and even the way you moved the Cheeto Martin Obi deal, where you literally are like, all right, cool, we can afford to pay you. Like, I'm sure you can go in there and do something with Delete and this guys, and it'll happen. But haven't said that, you guys, yeah, I think Man U will still do this. I think these deals are going to come. I think
they'll get done for sure. I'm just saying I wouldn't expect them before the Community Shield.
Yeah, I hope they don't get done. As an Arsenal fan, I hope they don't get done. I know, but I know it will be done, but I just hope it doesn't get done. I'm putting out that energy that it doesn't get done.
They'll get someone.
But with the guys you have, Ineos will do it. They look like they're serious people.
But they do need to make sales. Like still to this day, like they need to sell some of this dead wood. Like
just get rid of it, man. As soon as possible, man.
Sometimes you might need to just carry that weight for a whole season and be like, well, look,
bro, they've been carrying a lot of this weight for like 5 seasons.
I agree, but I'm saying like sometimes at this rate, you're like, look, like that's what I said the other day. I mean, Hooks, you were there. What I said, I don't even care if Arsenal don't get rid of NKETIAH. Just get me another striker and let him play with the under-21s or let him be the mascot. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, as long as you do the right thing for the main team and the main squad that will be playing for that season. I don't care how many people you have on the books. That's going to be on you. You should have done your due diligence and your job properly to make sure that these things get sorted. When the player agrees terms with another club and you're at the point of you're faffing around over 3 million, let him go. Let him go. If any player that, I mean, and it's so
you get a solid offer for dead wood, just take it.
Just take it.
That's the best.
And the annoying part for me is that it's like they're talking out of both sides of their mouth, right? 1 minute we're hearing the club say we only want players that want to play for us. Okay, great. Now you have a player who wants to go to another club. He's accepted terms. He doesn't want to play for you anymore. So why don't you let him go at whatever cost it is? Like, you know, just let him go and do what we need to do. So yeah, that's it's on them if they don't get rid of him because he's agreed terms. And, you know, so I'm done shitting on the player because he's agreed terms. He's already made it clear that he wants to leave. You know, but
you know what, we're gonna wrap up there. You know, nearly 12 o'clock. I'm tired. Hopefully you lot smash the like button. Obviously, big up Deo, big up Wab Sports, aka Joey. You can see it right here as well. You can check his channel out. Look at the name tag. And yeah, big up Hooks. We're gonna be back tomorrow midday as well with whatever's on the agenda. So make sure you're there 12 o'clock. And then
the agenda must agenda.
Yeah, man. But big up in a bit, and this is gonna get redirected to somebody.